Hello, welcome to Littler House. Today we're talking trouser pattern pieces. Trouser pattern pieces are a bit confusing when it comes to which seam each of these edges corresponds to on your finished trouser. So I thought I'd give you some clarity on that today. Now, when you look at a very basic trouser pattern, you will find a back piece and a front piece. Depending on the design of the trouser, there could also be potentially a waistband, maybe pockets, a fly front. But what I'm going to show you is just these two basic pieces first. When you cut these pieces out of fabric, you will cut two back pieces and two front pieces. Now, when you go to sew these together, you will start by sewing this edge to this edge for back and front. And again, with the other pair, same again, back and front. This seam corresponds to the side seam that runs down the outside of your leg when you're wearing the trousers. After you've sewn those together, you sew these edges together. Again, front and back for one pair, and front and back for the other pair. And the seam you've just created by doing that is the inseam that runs down the inside of your leg from crotch to hem when you're wearing the trousers. Now that leaves you with this edge here that you do not sew together. It just forms this U shape. And it's going to turn into the crotch seam eventually, but right now it is still open. So what happens after you sew the two leg pieces together is one will be right side out, one will be inside out. You will literally insert the leg that is right side out into the tube of the other leg, and then you will sew this crotch seam together. Once you've done that and you turn the whole thing right side out again, you'll end up with your basic trouser shape. And this crotch seam is what you just sewed, those two U's together. And then, as I mentioned before, the waistband, waist line up here at the top corresponds to the waist that goes around the trouser top. Now, you would then add potentially a waistband to this. If you were doing a fly front or pockets, those obviously would be added in during some of these other seam constructions, but that's beyond the scope of this video today. I hope that helps you visualize where all these edges turn into seams, and I will see you next time.